Hello folks, welcome to the canal Channel Jose. Today we're going to give you an idea how to replace the rear wheel seals on this 74, and this applies for any 86 and prior axle on four side. So we're going to show you and give you an idea how we replace both sides, but we're doing one side, and what you do to one side you do to the other side, but take your time on doing it for one side. What we do it is we lift one side so the oil travels to the other side while we do one replacement, and then we lower that tire and lift the other one so the oil doesn't drain out on the axle. So this is going to be an idea how you can do it, and if your system looks like what we're about to work with, this is going to be helpful and give you an idea to replace your seals on the axle on your Ford. So another thing I want to add as well is that if you want to do this job and you don't know what axle you got on your truck or your car, what you want to do is park your car in an area that the car is going to be able to be worked on and not going to be on the way, because it might take you a couple of days to do this job. And we recommend, so if you don't know what you got in there, to put it aside, take the seal out once we show you how to do that, and take it to the auto parts or whatever you get your seals, and that way they give you the right seal. And you're gonna need two if you're doing both sides, because it's a seal per tire. So another thing you can do is, if you're not sure of what you got and you don't want to take the seal out, what you can do is, if the auto parts allows you to return what you don't use, you can buy all the seals that are needed or might be on your year of vehicle, and you can buy two of each. So that way, when you do the job, you can actually have those two ready. So then whenever you're done with the job, you just return whatever wasn't used, and then you get your money back for those parts that were not used. But in our case, we bought them all that were probability of the axle that was on the truck, and it's a 9-inch rear end. So we were able to use two, return the rest. And we're going to show you how we do this job, so that way you can do it at home and save a lot of money. And with this, let's jump right into it. Replace the axle seal on this truck, driver or passenger side. We have to lift our truck, set the axle on jack stand so the wheel can be free of weight out of the ground, and then we need to take the wheel off so we can start exposing the axle, and then we can get to the seal. So let's lift up our truck and take the wheel off. So we lifted the truck, we set it on jack stands on the axle. Now we can take off the wheel. We have to make sure that the parking brake is not on, because we're gonna have to remove the drum to start getting to the axle. In our case, we have spacers, so we have to take them off to get the drum off. So now that we have taken off our wheel, we're gonna have to remove that drum. So that's why the brakes cannot be applied, and we have to have it on neutral so we can spin the axle freely. So first we take off the drum. So now that we have removed the drum, the brake shoes have oil on them, and the oil is coming right there on the bottom, right there. See that oil is coming from the seal, and that oil is ending up in the inside of the drum, and is becoming grease, and it's not allowing our brake shoes to do the job. So that's contaminated. There's no friction in there, it's just sliding like a bearing. So that's why we're replacing the seal. That's why it's so important to have these seals, that they don't leak, because all that oil is going to end up inside your brake shoes, and they're not going to break. So they're just not doing their job. Let's take off the axle now. So what we have to remove to get this axle, or this side of the axle off, is we have to take off that 3/4 inch nut. There's that one as well. That's why you have to spin this axle around, or this side of the axle, so you can be exposing those bolts or nuts. They're 3/4 inch. There's that one, the third one, and there's that fourth one right there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you take all those four, there's bolts that they will sink in. They're not studs. They're like bolts. They're free, so they can come off. This will come off, and the whole base will be loose because it's tightening this as well to the axle. So let's take those 4 nuts off, take that axle off so we can get the seal to be exposed. So now that we remove the 4 nuts that hold the axle bracket against that axle, we can, and by using this hole to remove them all 4, 3/4 or a 19 millimeter, now we can start pulling this slowly out and have this container on the bottom to catch any oil if it drips. So now that we have extracted or half of the axle, there's a seal right in there, which is this one. So we're gonna extract it and put a new one in there. And there's a axle or half of the axle. The bearing is in good shape. The collar that holds the bearing in there when we press it in. And this is the plate that holds this whole thing through the bolts right there. The studs, they're bolts actually, they're loose. And with the nuts, it holds this whole thing from sliding from there. So you don't have to take the axle apart from the front or anything. You just got to take those bolts off to extract the half of the axle out to replace that seal. So now the oil that was coming out of there was contaminating the brake system, so it wouldn't stop correctly. So now we're going to show you how we take the seal out. There's a special tools for this, but we're going to show you how we do this. So now to take that seal out, we're going to be using this crowbar, and we're gonna fit it in there in an angle, and then we're gonna start pulling onto the seal, which is like this right there. This is the seal that is in there. This is the new one. So the only thing that you don't want to do is scratch the walls of the axle, because then the new seal will not seal on the outside. So once we pull it out slowly, we're gonna be pulling in different angles to pull it out. We don't care if we damage it, because that seal is bad, but you don't want to scratch the walls of this. There's tools specially made just to pull these guys out, but we don't have it, or we couldn't find it at this point. So we're trying to replace the seal because we're having braking problems because all the oil that is going around in the braking system. Now we clean the surface completely. So now that we clean the surface, we feel for any scratches or any low points so we can smooth them out. Everything looks good, feels good. Now we can start fitting our new seal in there. So now we grab our seal and we center it, put it right there. And this is the critical part. We want to grab, if you can, a socket that fits almost right on the side of the all the way around, just smaller than the seal, so you can put it over it and tap this so it pushes the seal in uniform, not just tap in one side and then the other side and then this side. No, you want to tap it uniform completely down like this. So a round component that fits almost around the gasket like this would be the perfect tool. Just smaller than the seal, so this doesn't start binding with the outside of the axle. So that's the purpose. So now let's tap it. So now what we did is we tap in or seal, and it's right in there. What we're gonna do now is we are gonna be cleaning our brake system before we start putting the axle on, because there's so much grease and contamination on this brake system that is not going to allow us to brake properly. So we're going to clean the brakes, all this area, because all the oil that is in here. So let's do that now. So to clean this brake system, we're going to be use brake cleaner and parts cleaner as well. We're going to be using it on this, and we're going to be using a brush to break it down and help clean this system. Also, the drum. Don't spray any of that into that place, because you put a little rag or something over it, so you don't mix that with the internal of the axle. So I'm going to be using one of these little brushes to scrub and spray some of the brake cleaner so everything breaks down and cleans the area. Now we have to clean the drum and get all the grease and oil off of it. So we clean it completely off. It has to be oil free and clean. So now that we have put the seal, we clean the brake shoes completely. They're clean, no more oil. There's just surface of brake shoes. And we have cleaned the drum completely, degreased it. So now everything's clean. We start feeding our axle carefully, and then we start lining up the bolts that go from the back, which are these. There's 4 of them. And then we line them up, and then we can start putting the nuts so we can start securing the axle towards the structure, and it's going to hold this plate, backing plate too, with all the brakes in, and then we can start feeding our drum. So this is the axle. This is where the wheel bolts on. This is the plate that secures all this against the axle. This is the sleeve that holds the bearing in. This is the bearing, and there's 4 bolts, 2 and 2. It will be horizontal like this. So now that we have the axle in there and it's kind of tucked in, we can put all 4 nuts in there using this hole to line them up. And then we're going to rotate it, go to the next one. And you're probably going to have to push the bolt through to start some threads in. And then you go to the next one and just get it in there, a couple of threads. So once you get all 4, then you start tightening in all slowly so you can start pushing the bracket evenly. So a trick I do, I put some paper in there. So then when I put the nut that I'm going to have to guide, the nut is almost even with the socket. So that way it doesn't go all the way down and I have to fit it all the way in. So then the nut is the first thing that touches the bolt instead of the bolt going deeper into the socket. That's just a trick I do. Now that we have guided all the nuts for a couple of threads, we snug it all the way around, and then we tighten them at the end. So we just want to make the axle fall in. Now that we have tightened in all the 4 nuts for that axle and the backing plate to grab all that back, we can start putting our drum back in so we can start putting the tire back on and drive the truck. And there it is. We're done with the replacement of the wheel or axle seal for each wheel on this axle. So whatever you do to the passenger side, you do to the driver's side. It's the same seal and just in opposite sides. So we're done with this. We just put our wheel back on. well, folks, hopefully this video was useful and helpful on how to replace the rear seals on the for the wheels and each side of the axle for a 74, and this applies for 86 and prior axles. And like we said, just if you're not sure what you got in there, just lift your truck, take everything apart, take the seal out, take it to the store, and they give you that right seal. Or you can just buy whatever's available, and that way whenever you use whatever is needed and then return the rest. So pretty simple. All you have to do is once you take the tire off, make sure that you have your truck secured so it doesn't roll anywhere from the front tires. And also once you take that drum, make sure that you clean your system if it is being contaminated with oil, so that way your braking system starts working again, because that's gonna prevent it from breaking. So clean it, put everything back together, adjust your brakes, and you should be good to go. So with that said, folks, for friends who are watching our video, haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like a video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here in el canal, El Chano Jose.